Hello, Andrea here again for Beadaholique. And in this video, what I'm going to show you how to do is how to make these awesome little orbs. They're a ornate beaded bead using right angle weave, a 2-needle method. And let me first start by saying, if you haven't already seen the video on how to make the plain beaded bead, watch that first before you try this one. It's a little more complicated. It uses the same method, but takes a little longer. So what you're going to need, just like with the other video, is you're going to need 2 needles. I've got my 2 big eye needles, and I've got about 4 feet of thread, smoke colored FireLine size B, and it's threaded between the 2 needles. You are going to need, I think, about 30, let's say 4mm. These are 4mm beads. You can use Swarovski bicones or rounds. You can use Drux. I am using Czech fire polish. And you're going to need a seed bead in the 11/0 size. So as with the other beaded bead video, we're going to be building units of 5, and we're going to begin by building a unit of 5 seed beads. So with my right needle, I'm going to pick up 5 seed beads. Just like with the other beaded bead, I'm going to take that last bead that I have strung, and I'm going to go back through it with my left needle, crisscrossing my threads. And I'm going to bring this circle of beads down to the center of my thread, like so. So now I have a little round of 5 11/0 seed beads, and I'm going to build one of these units around it, and this is a unit of 3 4mm beads with a seed bead in between each. So to do that, I already have 1 seed bead. What I need to add is 4mm seed bead, 4mm seed bead, and 1 more 4mm, like so. As per usual, take the left hand needle, thread it back through going the other direction, crisscross. Oops, got tangled there. And pull tight. So this is what it should look like now. You have one of the larger units, which consists of 3 4mm and an 11/0 between each, and then one of the tiny units with 5 seed beads. Just like in the other video, I'm going to take my left needle and thread it through the left adjacent bead, which happens to be an 11/0. Pull tight. So now we're going to think of this little unit of 5 seed beads as a central unit, and we're going to build units around it. So every time you see a single seed bead, you're going to assume that eventually 4 more are going to be surrounding it, creating a unit of 5. Similarly, anytime you see a unit of 3 4mm beads, you're going to assume that there's going to be another one adjacent. So I'm building another one of those 4mm rounds adjacent to this central 5 seed bead round. So what I'm going to have to add is, on my right needle, I'm going to pick up a seed bead, 4mm, another seed bead, and another 4mm, because I already have 1 4mm and 1 seed bead. So this is just completing one of those units. Take my left thread, go back through the last bead, crisscrossing and pull tight. Now we have two of these larger units attached to that smaller central unit. Once again, left needle through the left bead, pull tight. I'm going to add exactly what I did last time. Seed bead, 4mm, seed bead, and 4mm. Crisscross the last bead with your other needle. And pull tight. Let's repeat that again. Go through one left hand bead with your left thread. Add the same thing you did before. Seed bead, 4mm, seed bead, and 4mm. Crisscross on the last one with your left needle. Pull tight. Okay. You're starting to see a little flower shape, sort of, a little dome. You have one more seed bead to attach to. This is going to be your last unit, so this time, to complete this round, I'm going to thread my left needle through not just the closest left, but up through that 4mm next to that to the left. And as you can see, to complete this shape, all I need is a seed bead, a 4mm, and another seed bead. This time crisscross through the last seed bead. Now if you stop there, that would make an adorable little bead cap or just a cute little element on its own if you wanted to tie your thread off. But of course we are creating an orb. So I'm taking my left thread, going through the next left bead here. So now what I need to do is I need to build a little 5 bead unit of this 11 seed beads right here. I already have 2 there, so I need 3 more seed beads. Pick them up on the right hand side. Crisscross through that last one and pull tight. Take your left needle, go through the next adjacent bead to the left, which happens to be a 4mm at this point. And now, as you can see, for this round, I'm building another one of these rounds with the 3 4mm with the seed beads in between each. So I already have 1 4mm and 1 seed bead. So I need to pick up another 4mm, another seed bead, 1 more 4mm, and 1 more seed bead. Crisscross on that last bead. Okay, now this might seem difficult at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll start to see the pattern and it'll go much more smoothly. So now that I just made that little 5 bead seed bead round and then another one of the larger rounds, look what I have here, the beginning of another little seed bead round. To complete this round, I'm going to not just go through one, but I'm going through both of those to the left with my left needle. And to complete this round, all I need is 2 more seed beads. Crisscross the last one and pull tight. Left needle goes through the next left bead, which is this 4mm. Now to complete this unit, I need to pick up with my right needle a 4mm seed bead, another 4mm, another seed bead. Crisscross that last one through your left needle. Pull tight. We're at a point where we're going to do another 5 bead small unit. So I'm going to go through the next 2 to the left. And as you can see, got 3, need 2. Pick up 2 small seed beads, 1, 2. Crisscross that last one with your left thread. Left needle goes through 1 bead to the left. The right needle, pick up a 4mm, a seed bead, another 4mm, and another seed bead. Crisscross on that last seed bead. Pull tight. Again, the left needle goes through the 2 small seed beads to the left. With the right, you're going to pick up 2 more seed beads to complete that little 5 round. Last bead, crisscross, and pull tight. Left needle goes through 1 bead to the left. You're going to pick up a 4mm seed bead, a 4mm, and another seed bead. Always crisscross the last one. And pull tight. You're almost halfway done. We're making the last little 5 seed bead unit on this level. Go 2 seed beads to the left with your left needle. Right needle picks up 2, crisscross the last one, pull tight. And since this is the last one, the last unit connecting the top half of this sphere, this time I'm going to go through the next closest 4mm and also the next closest seed bead to the left as well. And I'm going to complete that round. Now that I have a seed bead, a 4mm, and a seed bead, I'm going to pick up a 4mm, a seed bead, and a 4mm. Crisscross the last bead and pull tight. Now you have this nice dome shape. So where do we go from here? Well, you take your left needle. This time we're going to be building around to the other side. So what I want to do to keep that concave shape, I'm going to go to the left 1 and to the left 2 with my left needle. Right needle picks up a seed bead, a 4mm, and another seed bead, and that's all you need for this to complete this round. Crisscross the last one, pull tight. Left needle goes through seed bead to the left, and I'm going to make another little round here. So I have 2 of my seed beads. I'm going to need 3 more. Crisscross on the last bead and pull tight. I'm going to take my left needle, I'm going to go through the next left bead on the outside perimeter, another bead to the left on the outside perimeter, which happens to be a seed bead, and 1 more left hand bead, which is a 4mm. So now to complete this round, I need a 4mm with my right and a seed bead, crisscross, and pull tight. Now I'm at the point where I'm creating another little 5 bead unit with the 11O seed beads, so I'm going to go 1 to the left, and I already have 2, so I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, crisscross that last one, pull tight, left needle goes through left 4mm, also left seed bead, and left 1 more time up through that last 4mm. The right grabs 4mm and a seed bead to fill out that unit. Crisscross, pull tight. We're getting there. Going to complete another 5 bead 11O unit. So go 1 to the left with your left needle, pick up 3 more seed beads with your right, crisscross on the last one, pull tight, left needle goes through left 4mm, left 11O, 1 more to the left, always on the outside perimeter, happens to be a 4, and all we need to complete this unit is a 4mm and an 11O. Crisscross on the last bead, pull tight, left needle goes 1 to the left, right needle picks up 3 more seed beads to complete another little 5 bead 11O unit. Crisscross on that last one, as usual. Left needle goes to the left through the 4mm, again to the left through the 11O, again to the left up through that 4mm. Right needle picks up a 4mm and an 11O. You know what to do next. Crisscross on the last bead and pull tight. Now we're almost there. I hope I don't lose my voice before this video is over. So your left needle is now going through one seed bead to the left, another seed bead to the left, 2 seed beads. We have 3 right there. And how many do we need in a unit? We need 5, so I need to pick up 2 more. Crisscross, pull tight. This time, left needle goes to the left once, to the left twice. You're going to pick up a 4mm, an 11/0, and another 4mm. Crisscross, and the last one, pull tight. Left needle goes through to the left through a seed bead, to the left again through a 4mm, and to the left again through another seed bead. Now, as you can see, I've got this much of this unit done, so we need another seed bead with your right, another 4mm. Oh, and that's it for that round. Crisscross, pull tight. Needle goes to the left through the seed bead, left again through the 4mm, left again through the seed bead. Right needle picks up a seed bead and a 4mm, crisscross, pull tight. Left needle goes through the seed bead to the left, through the 4mm to the left, always on the outside perimeter, through the next seed bead to the left, right needle grabs a seed bead and a 4mm. Crisscross, pull tight. Left needle goes through the seed bead to the left, 4mm, seed bead, 4mm, and look, all you need now is one more seed bead. So let's pick that up with the right needle. Crisscross one last time. Pull tight. Look at that. Not quite done yet. This last round of 4mm, the last round of 11/0 does not have a thread through it. And your threads are facing in the opposite directions. You want them to face one another so you can tie a nice tight knot. So I'm going to take my right thread, I'm going to go around this last little circle here, all the way around until I meet back up with the left thread. I'm going to tie a square knot. One, 2. Weave in the remainder of both threads throughout the sphere, trim off excess thread, and you are all done.